So
Hello,
lava
everybody.
Wait, so is lava a liquid or a solid?
Lava is clearly a liquid.
What about
So
coffee?
if you stick your hand in lava, it's wet.
It is wet with lava. It's also probably on fire.
So
You know
it's
what?
hot.
I'd love to see you try and touch lava. You wouldn't even get close.
Why
to
the
it before
fuck
it
would I
starts
touch
burning
lava?
your
I
hand
didn't
off.
say it was a
I was
good
talking to
idea.
this- I was talking to Zai.
Why would I stick my hand in lava?
Like,
This is the shit I have to deal
It's
with.
fucking hilarious right now.
This is the shit that I have to deal with. And thus, we return
He lives.
Return where?
to
the debate of
the
is water wet?
adventures in
Oh man, is
Eulea.
water wet?
Can we not return there?
I missed it.
We're starting the stream.
Yes, it is
We're
not
starting the game. Begin.
What's Farahi's opinions on water and if it's wet?
oh my god.
Her opinions on
we
water
just got out of
is
this.
it's great, but it's not wet.
Have you seen my gnome?
Oh yeah, we gotta find our nose.
Seth, you can turn up whenever you want.
You can
Okay.
choose to sit out the session if you
Um,
want.
I'll give it a minute. I'll give it a minute.
So the party has returned to Atrogate. Thea thanks you for escorting her, taking her on a weird trip.
Did we have a nice dinner afterwards?
Sure.
I think we invited her.
Stop inviting people to dinner.
It's a nice thing to do. It's how we bond with our NPCs.
And you are in the town, but well, there's still some mystery going on. Like, what is this alternate reality? What were those creatures you faced? Were they have you actually stopped the attacks? Like, you killed a lot of dogs.
You make it sound like we're bad people when you say it like that.
All those puppies murdered.
You make it sound like we're rebel scum.
Rebels. And you are left to your own devices for now. Although, no doubt your arrival will soon be followed by a summons to speak to the Council of Three in the area. Not the actual Council of Three. If you were speaking to the Archdruid, the Archpriest, and the Archmage, I'd be worried.
Ah, that'd be awesome.
Because each of them could...
Let's go find them.
Okay,
Oh,
go
is
to the
there, like-
capital.
Oh, there's like a super council of three?
Yes.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know the rulership system of the Tesmeri, they are split into 3 orders. Each of those orders monitors different parts of the Tesmeri civilization, but all of them are divided into 9 tiers. At the 9th tier, each stands the leader of a particular order, the Archdruid, Archmage, or Archpriest, respectively, who are the absolute authority within the order. And of course, each tier has respectively more power because they can command every tier lower than them, so it's a sort of delegated feudal system. Except people don't stay at the same rank, and some people retire, and So as it stands, these 3 are the representatives or the leaders of the order in this local region. Which is not that important, I will point out. Slightly more important than most rural regions, because it's got a town in it, but not, we're not talking like very high up, we're talking lower mid-tier. Most of the important tiers are in the mega cities themselves. Of course, you could also ask them what their tier is, but
That sounds a bit rude.
it does sound a bit rude. How important are you?
On a scale of like
What's that you
1
left to
to
society?
8.
So, what's your plan?
Alright, Logan's not really feeling this city. Actually, wait. Is there local brew?
Are you
Is
kidding?
there-
It's the Tesmeri.
Is that good or bad?
Put in context.
Let's just put it this way. Most countries have far less natural products and processes.
Okay.
This place probably sources all of its ingredients specially.
So, am I gonna have to pay a whole lot more
Okay,
because
so
of
is
this
that good or bad?
biological
It's,
shit?
it's
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
Far less
the good
processed. And they take a lot of pride in it.
Oh.
Are they like an entire city of microbrewers?
No.
No.
So,
was hoping
every
that
self-respecting
there'd be
bar has
hipster
like their own cattle.
Microbrew pubs everywhere.
Oh. Now the question is, do I hit up the pub, or am I gonna be?
Wait, where are we
Bar-
staying?
I believe accommodations were arranged for you last time, but they have not been maintained. Although you could always ask if you could acquire more. Or you could just find accommodations and send the bill to the Grand Tower.
Let's do that. Just need to get receipts.
Which district
wanna
do you
hire-
want to stay in?
Before
I
this
would like to
happens,
stay in the Western District, closest to the water.
One of the
Steph
old.
wants to slam through.
A dog
Have you seen my gnome?
with a gnome appears. Clearly.
Ah!
Wait, is it our gnome?
Excuse me, have you seen my gnome?
Dude, where's my gnome?
I don't think it's your gnome. It's not talking.
Yeah, no, I don't think
No.
this is the one, guys.
Oh,
I'm sorry for
just
bothering
gonna-
you,
Well,
sir.
we
He's just
won't
gonna-
know
He's
unless
just
we
gonna
catch
join
it.
up. No, he's just gonna join up. He's not gonna say anything.
This is the off-brand gnome.
I guess we found a replacement. This works.
This one's pretty good.
Wait, what's this one's
Replacement
name?
What's your name?
I'm not entertaining this.
Alright, I'll call you
Well, if
So-
he's not Seth, then I suppose we lost
Joshua.
our leader.
It's so weird that he sounds just like Seth.
Oh god.
It's probably a gnome. thing.
Luna's
They
in
all sound alike.
charge!
Oh no. Oh well. If Luna disappears, then we're really in trouble.
Hey Luna, can I keep this Josh?
Can I get a will save, Luna? Okay, cool. And Seth.
Oh, for God.
Welcome back. Roll will save.
God, I'm so
He's a
far down
paladin,
the
so
bottom of
it
the
should be
stage.
okay.
Yeah, I was really disappointed. He got a roll to see what happened in the downtime, and he passed the bloody will save.
Oh.
I
Not
know
doing
how
so
that
well on
feels.
that.
Okay,
Why couldn't I
Thank
have
you,
done
Seth.
that earlier? I had a minor slip up. I am back now.
worth,
Where did you go?
Josh really sounds like Seth to me.
worth.
I can
It was
still
a
hear
beach.
his name on the wind.
Oh, you went to
Clearly.
Ocean?
Oh, I'm sorry. We went to kill giant mutant dogs, and this man, I was at the beach.
Do you
have a
think
good
I
time?
wanted to be at the beach? I am in full plate armor. It's everywhere.
You got a
It's
nice
possible he
tan
just
on your
ended up
cheeks.
there by rolling downhill.
On a dog, yes.
Dogs can roll. I've seen.
Do you need some water to help get the sand out?
No.
It's coarse and it gets everywhere.
Wouldn't that just rust the armor?
I'm not sure.
I feel
How
we can
quickly
do it.
do you think stuff rusts?
Well, if iron gets wet. Actually,
listen,
does it
what if
get
it's-
wet?
This
What
is
if-
magical water. We don't know what it can
If
do.
it gets wet with liquid oxygen, it will rust instantly.
I'm assuming that. Those
What if you make your armor out of
creatures-
Jesus?
Those creatures
It will
clearly
never
just
rust.
are snuffles.
Worth.
So what you're saying is we need to
I want to
distill
hear
the
none of it.
water.
Worth.
You stop that.
When did the dog start barking? This is the first time I've ever heard this.
I mean, the dog is
He's
actually
clearly in
really
his
smart.
rebellious phase.
Yes, that well-known rebellious phase dogs go through. Highly trained combat riding dogs.
Yep.
I mean, to be honest, over like the dog did just gain what? Fuck, where is it? Yeah, it 2 levels ago. So its intelligence suddenly became 6. So
No, it didn't.
That's
It
not.
did.
No, that's not.
it's
We
from
look-
the Divine Bond on Paladin, not Animal Companion. It just says the minimum intelligence of an Animal Companion of a Paladin is 6.
Oh yeah. Wait, he's not an animal companion.
He's the
bought
bonded
him.
mount.
He's a riding dog. He bought a mount. It's not.
Yeah, and it became the bonded mount at 5th level Paladin. He bonded with it.
Wait, my phone just told us we're streaming Ark. Alright, everybody load up.
Alright. I'm a load stream.
That is not a game I own.
You can all help us fight the what is it, alpha level final boss on the island? That's what we're up
Well,
to.
we need to do the Alpha Dragon,
He is
which
correct.
I expect
It
will
does have
actually
an
be more
intelligence of
difficult than the
6.
Alpha Overseer.
Yeah, I
Wait,
can see Snuffles.
seriously?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Snuffles is about the level of Clancy.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Clancy wasn't 6 intelligent.
Okay, I think he was like 8 or something. But
He
still,
was, yeah. I think it was 8.
he's around there.
He's not doing... Okay.
Like,
There you go.
Snuffles can have an attitude,
No,
because he's pretty
Snuffles-
smart.
Yeah, he's a bit sassy. Alright.
So we have a sassy dog. Excellent. I'm glad we now know this fact.
So he really is going through the rebellious phase.
So, Snuffles is now established as rebellious.
I'm sure that won't
Okay.
backfire.
Roll handle animal.
So,
Oh, no,
what
wait,
do we
it's
do?
gonna be
I'm going
diplomacy
to
checks
find
now.
an inn to stay in the Western District. And possibly get a drink in if Logan wants one. I'll buy you a drink.
I'm like,
Sounds fine by me.
I'm like going between two thoughts. Either I go out and drink and be, you know, me, or I'll be responsible for once and I'll head to the Grand Tower, head into the archives, and see if we can find any information about this storm in the alternate dimension.
Wait, your character can be responsible?
you people are going to look up information?
Yeah! Logan reads!
You've never done that
What?
in your entire lives!
He reads!
I honestly think not once in any of my campaigns have people gone, let's go to the library and find out what this is.
That's because we'll magically stumble onto whatever we need to find.
Well, then you've never played Call of Cthulhu, because that's all you do.
I am shocked! You know what? I'm just
Can I
gonna-
have a drink in the
He has
library?
played
Would
Call
they
of
allow
Cthulhu. I
that?
played it with him, but we
Probably.
got trapped in a house that was burning
Alright,
down.
I'll
so-
combine the two. I'll have a drink in the
This,
archives.
this deserves victory music.
This is a big accomplishment for us.
If you do it, if you don't, I'm stopping the music. Just letting you know right now.
I'm doing it, and I'm having a drink in the library.
Okay, cool. Logan's off to the library. What's everyone else doing?
It's really quiet.
Not sure what I should think.
I mean, you have a sassy dog. You have.
You know what? This son of a bitch of a dog put me on a tumble. Seth's going for a drink. He's done. Like, just wants to relax.
You are
The
correct with
beach
saying
was
it's the son
just
of a beach.
awful. There was a giant squid. People were screaming.
But the way I imagine it is that just Snuffles just booked it and didn't stop
No, he didn't.
for like hours. So-
Also, Snuffles would like to be acknowledged by his new name,
Snowball?
Sir
Excuse me?
Snuffington.
Thunderhound.
Thunder.
None of you
Sir
know that he's.
Snuffington
None of you know he's demanding this, but
Good,
So
because he
wait.
can fuck off.
Not
I'm not
only is
calling
he
him that.
rebellious, he's also
I'm-
edgy.
I mean, I guess. Couldn't Hand technically communicate with Snuffles if she wanted?
she could have watched him as a wolf. Anyway, this is clearly
I can.
library music, by the way.
Oh
Have,
yeah, this is what's going.
Library
Man, I like
drinking
this library.
montage.
I can do speak with animals.
Yes, so I believe
I
the
can't
way...
do it today, though.
And this is
Stay
curious.
till-
I believe the way libraries work is they allow you to make a knowledge roll at the end of a search for information with a bonus. So I will take a knowledge history roll at the end of your study. And anyone else who is doing the same. If you are just drinking yourself stupid, you don't get to do this
We're
roll.
not drinking ourselves stupid. We're drinking and information gathering.
Yeah.
Local or reading?
The drunking stupidly comes after we get the information, because it's victory drinking.
Or commiseration drinking?
Also,
There's-
Han, please come along to the library. You have the history.
Where's the nearest
Fine,
pub
you
in the
reckon-
Western
Well,
District,
hold
James? Or in? I need
Well,
to get
there,
it.
to be honest, the town has at least 4.
Would like to point something out.
I want the nicest one.
You'll want one of the ones in the Eastern District near to the Grand Tower.
Nah, I'm sticking in the Western District. The
Nice.
nicest one in the Western District.
Man, if only you had used that
Western
roll for
District
like. the
has
actual-
one of the oldest pubs in town.
That would be.
Sounds good to me.
The
That's
River
my roll.
Walker, it's called.
Come, Seth, let us find the River Walker.
I like the fact that this song is called Blackout.
Interesting.
Please, someone Blackout drunk.
Can cast water walking, so
Oh man, so you don't get wet.
I wonder if water walking makes the bottom of your feet
That's
wet.
enough of that. Anyway,
Alright, so we have what? Steph
jeez.
and I are
Okay,
done drinking. We have Luna and Logan going to the library. What are you doing, Puppet?
he's
I'm
clearly
going
going
to
to
the
the library, looking
Yeah,
at
that's
that
what-
roll.
That's what the roll is for.
Oh, we were
19.
doing our rolls too now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to make you sit through the entire library scene.
God damn it, Luna!
Man, can I make a roll? Can I make this check untrained or? Seeing how I have.
I will allow it on the basis that you're actually studying, although technically I should demand you try another knowledge skill that you think is relevant, that you do have.
I feel both arcane and planes could be, because it does
Yeah, as
different
long
dimensions.
as long as you can make the argument that it's relevant to what you're trying to work out, then go ahead.
Well,
I-
it is a
I'm
different
not-
dimension. Which,
I'm not
yeah,
allowed
which
to
is a
lead
different
you
plane.
here. You have to tell me what knowledge you make. You can't just ask what
He is
knowledge
allowed
it is.
to, he's just not doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go with knowledge planes.
Well, even with a penalty, you'll do pretty well there.
Yeah, I think I'll be fine.
Luna gets bogged down in the local history because, of course, it is her local region and
Lots of interesting things to find.
lots of interesting things. For example, this is the site which is the third most likely site for Samsarans to be found. That's not
There's
saying
statistics
much.
for that stuff.
Wait, what are the first and second?
Samsaran town.
The first is actually in the seat of the Empire, its capital. The second is the Lost Continent.
Oh.
Like the
Yeah.
only thing that can be born there. Samsarans and monsters.
And Logan.
Well, you are a monster, so.
Born. Okay, so the other two of you, Siegfried, you will of course easily find references to the storms from the past. In fact, you even find clues to the identity of the figure. He spoke with a accent that the locals did not recognize, but one that was very soft-spoken. Clearly, they identified him as someone of noble heritage. But clearly,
It's
not.
Holst.
Oh no, not again.
This is
I'm
him.
done with
This is
that
him
guy.
wandering around trying to find that archive. Clearly. At the night in question, he was seeking shelter temporarily and then trying to move on and asking about all the local magical ruins and places and hidden places. Of course, the locals could only tell him legends, but or not. At any rate, he clearly needed to protect something and was seeking a place to conceal it. The item in question caused great concern, and most people, it is noted, found themselves drawn to it. But there is no note of what it is.
No descriptions of it or anything?
Other than that it shone with a eerie light.
Okay.
A beautiful one. Alluring light would be an accurate way to describe it according to the historical record. Admittedly, the actual record on it is a bit weird because all the first-hand accounts of it speak peculiarly of it. Whereas the second-hand accounts only have to deal with all the crap the first people were saying. But there's definitely records of the man last being sighted in the village. And let me bring up the main map for you. Of Saleum was the last place he was seen. He approached from Lanbu, as it happens, and the route of his path appeared to go through Druish to Fort Druidia, up towards Dolder, before going to the far sea and then ending up in Cilium. At least as far as witness sightings go. The
Who
storms,
is this, by the way?
a figure who arrived during the storms.
Alright.
Carrying an item. It's during some of the worst storms in which a lot of native wildlife mysteriously vanished decades ago. No one knows where he finished and ended up, but that's the last record of them. To be honest, the record's not even certain on gender. They seem to just be defaulting to he because they don't know. Plane-wise, Logan gets some of the same information in his studies, but also stumbles across a lot of accounts of the storm which feel strangely extra-dimensional. Specifically, some people apparently caught sight of a sky that seemed to go forever.
I mean, a sky that seems to go forever?
And records that, as in, not just up, but down as well. People who got caught in the storms had accounts of being floating and falling for hours.
They got transported to the plane of air?
That is the working theory of one obscure madman, as it seems. Like, people dismiss the theories. That there was some sort of planar convergence on the location. In this case, bringing a point connected to possibly the plane of air where it's very stormy. Not all of it is calm, especially at the borders of the elemental planes. Either way, it seems to line up with the accounts of people that there was some sort of planar convergence around that time.
Alright.
Which either implies some weird cosmic event or something weakening the barriers between dimensions.
Okay. Time to get drunk! Damn it, I'm not drunk.
You start drinking.
Good.
You know you can choose
In
to
the
fill,
library?
right?
Yeah, we're drinking in the library. Fancy
If
drinking.
Lisa were in this universe, you'd be dead by now.
Hey now.
I mean, she can be.
I'm-
I've not established where it exists metaversally.
I'm not spilling any. That would be a waste.
I don't think he can pass that fort save, James.
What for? Save.
Okay, I'm not going to go and explain this yet. I'll explain after.
Okay. So anyway, you all drink. You all do whatever you want to do in the evening.
I wanted to look for more rumours about the beast.
Okay, well, if you're doing that, you'll need to gather information. Would you
Yeah,
like
we're
to
actually
make a
using these
diplomacy
rules.
roll?
Very well, but I shall be augmenting it with buying of drinks for the entire pub.
Okay.
Hands together knowledge has gone up.
Oh, my diplomacy is crap.
Hey!
Oh, well, there we go.
I'm really good at this.
Excellent. So, Ahi begins to go around, while initially sort of clumsily offering people drinks and then being a bit too, so what about that beast?
You want to buy a beast?
She rapidly sort of gets the idea of how to deal with the locals, who, let's be fair, are all a bit hippie-ish.
We expected that.
It is the Tesmeri. And you find a lot of people who are willing to talk rumours, of course, but none of them really stand out until you stumble across a figure in the corner of the pub.
Oh no, is he in the shady corner?
He is in the shady corner.
Is he smoking a pipe?
Well, he's smoking something.
Oh, interesting.
You can't quite see what it is under that cloak, but there is smoke coming from it. The figure...
Is it pipe weed? Well, you're half right.
And, who begins to say, so you want to hear about the beast, eh?
Aye, that I do,
Oh, you'll be going to face a great darkness if you go down this path. I saw it with my own eye. He has one eye. He points out the eye patch. With his one arm.
What did you see? A mysterious stranger.
A towering monster. With more arms than I could count because it was biting my arm off.
Wait, how many arms does he have?
One. Also because it was clawing the eyes out.
Duh.
But I faced it and I lived.
How many legs does he have?
2.
Ah.
Toes,
But he's meant to have
different
4.
question. One eye.
And where did you see it? When did you see it?
I was part of a mercenary group hired to protect the farm near Druidia and Dolder.
Gonna check where those are. Yes. Is that number 2 on this map?
Yes, that would be number 2.
I'm going to gesture on my map to her.
That were the one. Hired out by the Tesmeri. Beast cost me my crew.
How many of you were there?
7 men.
If you had to rate your combat capability on a scale from 1 to 20, how high would you say each man was?
We weren't nothing special.
Ah, good.
We're used to dealing with animals, like wolves or a bear.
And how long ago was this?
A few weeks back.
2 weeks. Can I do a heal check to try and determine how old the wounds on his face and armor?
Sure. You're
Can I
not
do a
certain.
sense
I mean,
motive?
they're fresh scarring, but they're definitely healed up.
Mediocre rolls. Oh well.
You don't get a sense of dishonesty.
Okay.
That thing, it ain't right. It was far taller than I were.
Did you see where it came from or went to before/after the attack?
After the attack, a few of us left, followed its trail to Fort Druidia, but the trail stopped
the
short.
fort? To near the fort?
We think it went into a cave in the mountain, but bad weather drove us back. And on the way back, we were attacked by wolves.
Normal wolves?
I came out of nowhere.
Oh, so not mutant wolves.
That's good shit.
We were having some issues with mutant wolves. Don't worry about it.
And I was
do
the only
worry
one
about
who
it.
got out alive. Then the bugger attacked me and took my arm and my eye.
Oh, so it came back after you tracked it.
It got the sense of me. I felt it following me for days. It were hunting. I don't know how I got away, but it left me alone. And now I'm here.
Thank you, mysterious stranger. I will see to it that all your drinks tonight are put on my tab.
I still see the place in my dreams.
Yeah,
The
it's
red.
fine.
It's as if I'm there.
Well, if we're going to share war stories, let me
Nice.
tell you about the time I was in a laboratory for testing on stasified vampires. It was
I didn't
fantastic.
understand half of what you just said, lady.
I'm going to while away the rest of the evening telling him stories about Dracula and showing off my shrunken head.
He will just occasionally tell you, "Stay away from the beast," dramatically. It brings doom to us all! Oh, that's the arm that's missing.
Generic crazy old man warning. Okay.
I like how he punctuates his sentences by saying "I." That's very ironic. Ironic, in fact.
Farewell! What does anyone else in the pub with Ahi do?
Let's see. Oh, Seth is with Ahi, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what are you and Snuffles doing?
He's just drinking.
Drinking
Enjoying
his free
himself.
drink that Ahi bought him.
Exactly. Yeah.
What did you do with Snuffles? Is he with you?
Best.
He's
Is he
there.
grounded? Oh.
Yeah. On good terms at the moment. Been a bit of a butt. So
I feel you're reflecting
Whoa.
on how your real dog is.
pieces of shit, all of them.
He doesn't let you mount him.
In fact, it's not that it doesn't let me mount him. When I want to mount him, it doesn't let me. If I want to even remotely be useful in a situation that would require me to be mounted, it's not happening.
So what you're telling me is you have trouble mounting.
Wow, given his size, I thought that was obvious.
Right. Have you gone to talk to anyone about this?
No. Too embarrassed.
I see.
By his size, who can he talk to about it?
Don't worry.
Well.
I know guys who could probably teach you.
Yeah, you know what they say, it's more about technique.
Anyway,
'Cause
anyone
small.
else doing anything this evening?
Okay, let's see, we got some information. What's gonna be our next course of action? Like, are we just gonna wait it out and see if it returns? Or...
I was gonna suggest. Well, I have a suggestion, but seeing as we're not in the same room, that would be very silly for me to say.
Well, seeing how I am done at the archives, I think I'm gonna hit up some great bars. I'm gonna go on a pub crawl.
There's four.
Of-
4 pubs.
Man,
it
this
will
is...
be a very prolonged stay at each pub.
Yeah, it just means I can enjoy the drinks more.
They are quite far away from each other.
Yeah, that gives me some
A
time
long
to
crawl then.
walk it off. And that's where the
Ah.
crawl comes in eventually.
Or maybe you could do pub golf and just do the same pubs repeatedly.
I'm gonna ditch Logan and go hang out in the Druid place.
The Glade or the Tower.
Yes.
The Glade actually does have people turning up at night Few people
Play does
just relaxing. Some enjoying company. Some playing music. It's quite a peaceful place.
Yeah, this is what I needed, and I checked the mirror, just to be sure.
The mirror. Oh, everything's fine.
I'm suspicious about that. That was a way too upbeat response.
No, nothing unusual in the mirror.
Yeah, Luna's just gonna sit and chill.
Very well. You are among your people. Literally. Luna will get a few polite questions from people who are curious, because obviously druid.
Oh.
But you're a druid who has not been around for a while, and they are curious. Because you didn't live in this town either, so you get some questions about where you came from, what you do, why are you here.
I came from the mountains. I'm here to practice druidry and save this place from terrifying monsters.
Hooray!
Don't go into the forests.
Oh,
Especially not at night.
that's my favorite place to be.
You can only go into the forest at night if you're a druid or otherwise equally powerful.
Okay. But yes, otherwise it's a peaceful evening for you. Anyone else?
Do I eventually make it to Grantor's pub?
Yes. You can hear Ahi
is,
chattering about Dracula.
Playing liar's dice with some locals.
I don't know
3
this
threes.
game.
There's a lot of frowns amongst the people.
She's going to try and convince them she's lying,
Oh,
which
bluff.
ironically does mean it is a bluff check. Damn it! So, it's a failed bluff check to be
convince them you're
con-
lying.
perceived as bluffing.
Yes. I think you're being honest there, Missy.
No!
I'm not going to call you out on that one. Anyway, Logan has walked in. Seth is drinking in a corner.
Have you seen my gnome?
Wait, did you walk into the pub?
Yeah, he's pretty tipsy.
I'm over here!
Ah, shit, it's Josh!
It's not
Jack
Josh!
Reuben. Can we call Seth Josh Groban?
He's Zac Efron
Alright.
now.
Alright, Josh,
You're
listen
Zac
to
Efron
this.
forever.
We found some, books. And this storm thing, it's a pretty big deal. People went up, and then they just kept falling. For hours. You believe that?
Sounds like drunken ranting.
I'm not sure I believe anything you're saying at the moment.
And this is why you don't read books.
I mean, I really wasn't in the mood to read.
It's fine, man. We just need to have you assert dominance. You are the leader of the pack. Go bite his ear.
Hey, Logan.
Hey! Hey, don't you think Josh should assert
Not even
dominance
that
on his
drunk.
dog?
You went to a library? What is wrong with you?
There were drinks.
Urinate on him. Urinate
How
on
much
him,
did
Josh.
you drink in the library?
Not that much. But then I went to that bar up north. Had a few drinks. I went to that bar east. It wasn't as good, but I still had a few drinks.
You got thrown out of that one.
I don't care. Their drinks were shit. Their service was shit. They were playing like weird music. I went to the Southern District. They actually have some pretty good drinks there. Like I
don't
recommend
have a
that
pub there.
Where did I go then? Man,
You just broke into someone's
stranger's
house.
They have some good stuff though. Would recommend.
You really need to learn restraint.
Yeah, you're probably fine. Anyway, I got information.
Oh,
Information.
you as well?
Oh, excellent.
The monster was seen entering a cave, or possibly entering a cave, in the base of the mountain next to Fort Druidia.
I guess we should mark that as our next location to go to.
Well, I think so.
I just found books about falling for hours.
Wait, it just what?
It just goes like whoa for like hours, man.
It's just a guy fucking screaming constantly.
But yes, Seth, I think we need to like fix your issue before we move on. 'Cause this is gonna cause
My
more issues if we
issue?
leave this. Yeah, man. You got a mounting issue.
Everyone in the pub stops and turns with grins.
Wait,
Bro,
a mouthing issue?
mounting.
A mounting issue?
Yeah, man. I'm sorry for calling you out, but it is fucking us up, man. We gotta deal with it.
Gonna look around the pub.
I can't slumber on
is
that.
every...
Wait, who did you get slumber on?
You.
We'll save from Logan.
Actually, first things first, sorry. Before I do that, I am just going to, whilst he's berating Seth, I am going to attempt a sleight of hand to steal his hair. Just like a
I'm sorry?
tuft of his hair.
You wearing
Just
a
gonna-
wig?
Yank out some strands of his hair.
Okay. He goes, ow.
Okay, I'm going to stick that in my hexing doll. Then I'm going
Okay.
to cast slumber on him.
Make a will save, Logan.
Okay, I didn't need the hair.
That was not needed.
Down you go!
Yeah, some good booze here.
That's much quieter. Thank you, Ahi.
No trouble. I cast slumber on Seth.
He failed.
Seth, make a will save, please.
Can I just not resist it? Can I just go
Yeah,
down?
no, sure, you
chooses
can
to
choose to
I
fail.
wanna
Come
do
on.
that.
Down you go.
So it's just Logan and Seth passed out in the corner of the bar.
I'm going to sit with them at their table and just quietly drink.
You got 6 minutes.
Alright. Oh my god, that went down the wrong way. I just like the idea.
You're welcome.
Dio screams at this pub about my mounting issue. Everyone turns around. Dio, down. Seth, down. Nothing happens. No context. Just nothing.
I don't know, man. Some woman walked up, yanked some of my hair out, and then I went down. Oh,
God damn it.
Just in case I need to hex you again, it's now going to be a higher DC for you.
you make it sound like you're expecting to hex me a lot.
I don't know
mean-
what answer you want here. But yeah, I'll wait until they wake up and then probably buy a room and head up there for the night.
Okay.
Man, my head's hurting. It's like I hit the table.
Oh yeah, you were standing up, so you really smacked your head.
I guess this place has the best drinks.
What about tables? Do they have the best tables?
Well, you sleep. Da 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 da.
That was an attempt.
And in your slumbers, does everyone else go to sleep? By the way, at some point,
I was already asleep.
where does everyone else sleep?
Just gonna fall asleep in the glade. I have no issue with this.
I suppose technically you don't have to wake up from slumber.
Yeah, I guess I can just go over into like a natural sleep if you want.
Yeah, I think if you use it on someone who is tired, they will just stay asleep.
Yeah, I guess for me it just goes kind of into like passing out from alcohol. Stuff is just done mentally. So Puppet, what about
Okay.
you? What are you doing?
I will find an inn, sleep in.
But there's no room.
Well,
Wow.
What a stable it is.
I can talk to the people in the big... What are they called again? The council?
There's room.
If you would like me to.
You find an inn.
Forget that would work.
Only Mary and Joseph were persistent.
If only. But yes, you all go to sleep in your various locations. Apparently not related to each other in any way, which is a bit odd, I will admit.
Hey,
But
at
hey,
least 3 of
you
the
do
5
you.
party members are in the same establishment.
We're just scattered everywhere.
But 2 of you will need will saves for me.
Uh-oh.
Luna and...
Seth.
Luna
got
and
bitten.
Seth.
I forgot what
Seth?
happened to cause,
What's
up with
to cause Seth to have to do this.
I think Seth got bitten by the wolf before that or something.
Oh,
Maybe.
Am I
yeah.
making one?
Luna and Seth. Luna and
Luna
Seth.
and Seth.
Going to the Helderment.
Yeah.
Okay, they're not. Yeah. Fuck. Your rest is actually peaceful, not disturbing. You don't see the infinite beyond, the chaos, the fires.
Falling for hours.
Luna also got a +5 for being in the Glade of Unity. Not that that's relevant. Anyway, so, well done. Nothing happens. You all wake up. It's the morning.
Oh no.
What a wonderful day it is.
Where the hell am I?
You're still
You're
in the
in the
pub.
forest.
Someone left you there.
Oh, great.
Oh yeah,
I'm fatigued because I fell asleep in my armor.
You have a an otter acting as a pillow underneath you.
Everyone needs an otter for a pillow.
As soon as you wake up, however, it is going to flip the shit out and claw your face a little bit.
I can't
Poor
control
Seth.
this.
Yeah.
I was
No.
about to complain that you didn't give Logan anything, but then I was like, actually, no, I'll take this.
I can't even think of anything for this. I'm just gonna go. it's gonna get up and get out the pub.
You
if
leave the
only
pub.
we had our other gnome.
Oh, shit. Good morning, Master Navigator.
By the way, Over, I want to tell you how much you crushed my hopes and dreams today. I opened the book, okay?
Yes, I've been meaning to write into that. I created it just now.
Okay.
But everything was behind schedule, so I didn't get around to it.
Okay,
You
just going to
cannot
hold.
read it yet.
I'm going to
No,
have the.
I'm going to start adding things during the break.
Ooh, okay.
So, it is morning. The sun
Yo.
is shining.
I am
Barky.
going to head out and just walk through the streets yelling Luna.
Luna!
Luna! Luna!
Fortunately, the Glade of Unity is quite far from the streets.
Luna! But I have no other way to work out where she is, so...
keep. You seen my gnome? Like, I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
he
it was
left. He left a few hours. 10 minutes ago, not a few hours.
Oh, okay.
2 hours, Jesus.
Look, mate, I am absolutely pissed drunk still.
That's fine. That's good.
I think I had some bad mushrooms.
You guys run from mushrooms, man?
Dude!
Dude!
Fucking hell.
Give me some!
Not for an outsider.
Luna! Luna! Luna!
We got two fucking idiots wandering the streets yelling for Luna. Fan-fucking-tastic! Just wonderful news.
Give her a full name, so she'll get in trouble as well if we get taken in.
Why are you all yelling? Even I can hear it. I'm not even anywhere near you.
Because we can't find Luna.
James,
Yes?
I'm going to use Meteor's get help trick even. I'm telling him to go get Farahi and bring her to me.
Get help?
Yup.
The rock
It's what
picks up Loki and throws him at people.
That's what I always thought.
Farahi is one of the ones I've designated as help.
That is the best.
My condolences.
And is off. Eventually, Ahi finds a rock arriving, cawing at her.
We're under attack! I cast
It's
slumber.
probably
It falls out of the sky.
No, I'll follow it.
I don't
Hello,
think we have a
Meteor.
choice. It's probably trying to grab me by the hair or something.
Oh.
You can probably carry Yahi. She's not heavy. And she
It's
is
not a
carrying.
full-sized rock.
It's still medium
It is a medium-sized rock.
What's his carry capacity for flying?
Fucked if I know.
Question.
Anyway,
It's a light
eventually,
load for flying,
Ahi
so not that
finds
much.
Luna. Congratulations, two of the party is together again.
I mean, Ahi is, what, only like... well, she's quite short, so
Meteor's strength is
probably
only
only
13 right
in
now.
the region of
Until
the
we
Yeah,
level up.
13 with a light load is not enough. Like, anything above 30
Actually, load does not matter for flying.
doesn't it?
That
That
doesn't
No.
seem...
feels wrong.
I looked
on
it up. Pathfinder
so...
has absolutely no rules for flying with heavy or medium
House
loads.
rules. It's the same as bloody loads normally, except if you have to drag it along the ground, you can't fly with it. Cool, sorted. Unless it's also flying. Anyway,
Dragging?
yeah, sure.
Across
Like-
the ground?
You make it float and then you tie a rope to it and drag it.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Anyway, Luna and Ahi are reunited. Logan, I'm going to just acquire a random D20 roll
Hello.
to see if you actually find any more
Hi.
value.
Alright, either Luna or
Make it
Seth, here we go.
D100, sorry.
Oh, okay.
I like D100s better.
Luna! Luna!
You also start hearing someone else shouting Luna in the distance through the trees.
Yeah. That's probably Logan.
Should I be concerned as to why he's yelling my name?
I mean, maybe.
Father! A voice comes from somewhere else.
Father! Unhand me, priest!
And then someone yells, Harlan! Harlan! The glade is full of people
Dave.
now yelling names randomly.
There's two groundhogs yelling at each other across.
Jason!
Jason!
Jason! Sean!
Jason!
Sean!
Jason!
Sean! This is getting chaotic. The Glade of Unity. Dumbledore!
Don't worry, I'll cure this. I set fire to the Glade of Unity.
Snape. Snape. The fucking Water Witch!
I flood the Glade of Unity and then electrify the water.
I give you a one-time casting of Tsunami.
Just to
I'm
fuck
going
off.
to hold
no.
on to it.
Anyway, yes, Logan eventually stumbles across Luna.
Luna!
Hey, Logan.
I need your help.
What?
It's something I, as an outsider, cannot do. I need your help.
Explain.
Come with me.
He wants to buy mushrooms.
How did you know that?
'Cause I know Logan.
I've never done mushrooms.
In two
We don't
two
know.
and a
At
half
least verify the
years?
seller first.
We don't know what goes on
I
in
mean-
the...
Okay, how big are the herbalists on the loaded deck? Like,
Well,
herbalists.
like,
Well, you're saying it wrong.
Dealer's Run is practically a city in of itself.
Also a
Yeah,
place
there
called
is
Dealer's
definitely
Run.
a drug trade on it.
Whoop whoop.
Is it tolerated? Or is it like...
You think
it's
the
still
people
illegal?
who own the place care?
Okay, definitely
It's
it's
a
like
mercenary
the
group.
Dealers Run. I don't care if it has anything to do with cards. There's gonna be fucking druggies on it.
Also, can everyone appreciate that I had to create this?
Nodes. Let there be
Huh.
light.
That is literally so I can attach light to it for dynamic lighting.
Oh my
Yay,
god,
dancing
that's
lights.
the best.
I
It's
normally
it's
just like
literal
make a
it's
random
light.
fucking token. Rather than making it a sheet.
Well, you see, I had
light.
to make dozens of them.
You know Control C works on tokens, right?
Yes, but I'll also have to do it for tons of maps, so fuck it. That's my light now. Anyway. What about Seth and Siegfried? What are you guys doing?
That's gonna wait somewhere. Wait, where's like the main meeting area? Is it the Grand Tower that we?
The
meet
Grand
at?
Tower is where all the leaders of the town live.
Right. Okay.
I mean, you
How
can
do
roll
we
perception
normally
to
like
see if...
talk? How do we talk with people? Like the main people. Do
Well,
we
there's
talk-
always
Grand
the market.
Tower.
Okay. Yep. Going there.
You could also roll perception to see if you hear people screaming Luna, 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 because there are some people that do that.
Sure. I will
Yeah.
roll perception to see if I can hear anybody
yeah, like-
screaming.
You do not.
Or
You make your way to the
continuing
Grand
walk
Tower peacefully.
Regardless of if I heard anything, I would
Siegfried?
continue to walk.
Well, I should probably find the rest of the party. So I will try and see if I can hear the idiots.
You do not.
Wait.
Is your bird?
No, he does not.
Wow.
I mean, you're
Yeah.
on the wrong side of town.
Yeah, perception penalties get pretty steep. It's like -1 for every 10 feet or something.
If you'd rolled in 100, I might have allowed it.
Wait.
If you can roll on 100 at that's somehow worse.
Nice.
Well, you don't hear the party, but you
But
do
you find-
hear another party.
You find a brothel.
Right, I'm just going to walk
What's
away.
the name of the
Ra-
brothel?
Morning Wood.
Taken. Yeah, that's it. That is it right there. The Morning Wood.
A gust of wind comes from the glades that speaks out.
Of course,
Nice.
some clever little sod has stuck a U between the O and the R. Thought they were
Oh.
smart. Thought they were being clever.
God damn it.
Well, actually, they also do funerals.
It is at about this time when a telepathic message arrives at you all. We have an urgent situation. Please gather at the tower immediately.
Does it look like that was just to us and not to the general
No one else
citizenry?
seems to react, but every single one
Okay.
of you hears it.
Well, I guess I know where the party is.
I suppose we're going to the tower.
Ahi, are we going or are we going to pretend
Of
we
course
don't
we're
know?
going! Oh, he is already running out of the glade. It's
Yeah,
an
also-
emergency!
Also, to make it more annoying and to make sure you do respond, the message then goes, "This message will now repeat."
This message will self-destruct. Wait.
Can I make a will save to, like, shut the message out?
Sure.
I
Ignore
put
the
on my lead
message.
helmet.
Yeah, you got it. You know how to flip off Tesmeri messaging systems.
Does it come
Fuck
with a very loud siren?
It does. It doesn't say the message constantly. It goes to the message and it goes, "Woo." Shut up, Terry! Ah.
Oh, it's Terry. Okay,
Poor
I'm done.
Terry.
And then the
He's
message
always
reads.
the-
Oh no. Terry's there?
He's always the one that is told to shut up.
I guess Terry got employed.
There are literally billions of people in this world.
Do you not remember the last time you gave us a Terry, James?
Yes.
What happened to the last Terry?
Do you know
I
what
forgot.
happened to the first Terry I got given?
Thrall.
No,
Do you know
what
what
happened?
The first Terry was a very large wolf leading a pack of wolves, and we accidentally tamed him. And by
Oh.
tamed him, he realised we were a source of meat. Turned out,
Oh.
of course, Terry was not a dire wolf. Terry was a bar guest.
Of what?
It's
Demon
a
wolf.
bit worse.
And he just became our pet. But an independent pet, like a cat.
The moment you stop
That's-
feeding it, or you
That
die, it eats
we
you.
fed, and it mauled our enemies.
Huh.
And that was the first Terry. I named Terry in my last campaign after him.
Now, what about the last Terry? I forgot.
Turned
He
into
became Thrall.
Thrall. He is the guy who
Oh.
died in the prologue event, the Night of Flames,
Yeah, I definitely wasn't there for that, so...
because he
Yeah,
became
no, that was before
Thrall.
your time.
Right. And on that note, as you rush towards the tower dramatically, I'm going
We
to
take
call
a
a
silent.
break. So this will be a bit more timed. I'm going to give it a 10-minute break because I'm trying to make these fit so the videos work well.